we had our World Team Convention, World Team Vacation 2022 in the magnificent 5-star resort of Zimbali. And to our World Team and our President's team leaders who were at that event, if you just drop us a comment or give us a high five or emoji, I want you to know that you're on this call with us and where you are. What an incredible event. What an incredible event. 200 World Team members from Southern Africa, from East Africa, and from some countries around West Africa came into Durban. We went up the North Coast to the beautiful Zimbali Capital Resort. That is a picture of it right there. And I'm just going to give you some of the exciting bits. Here's some photographs of the Neil Life family just taking some snaps on convention day, enjoying meals together. This is a picture of the entire 200 group, a World Team group that attended the event from all the different countries. This little picture of this fellow on the right-hand side. Now, he moved from Nigeria to Ghana 2 years ago. And he moved with a little bag of a couple of pairs of pants, a couple of shirts. That's all he had. And he had a bottle of Tree N. That is his entire possessions. He was homeless for 3 months. He lived on the streets of Accra for 3 months. He had no money, no accommodation, and he had to get by for food. With a 1 bottle of Tree N, he sold it, he reinvested, he bought another one, he reinvested until he could buy 2. He took those 2 bottles, he sold them, he reinvested until he could buy a case. He found other people that were excited to improve their life and their financial future, and he signed them up as distributors. 2 years later, he is standing on the stage of Zimbali at World Team Convention as a 3 Ruby director. And I think he might have even taken his 4 Ruby director step last month, or maybe even, or he'll definitely take it this month. So he is basically just about to be a new President's team member after 2 years. 2 years ago, he was living on the streets of Ghana, Accra. And that is why these World Team vacations, these stories just move you into massive action. And you listen to these stories and your belief just blossoms, and you grow belief in the business, in yourself, in your product, in the compensation plan, because it becomes possible for everybody. And there's many other stories, which I'm not even going to get into, but you got to get yourself to World Team Vacation to hear them. All 200 of our distributors got their very own branded, customized pair of Neil Life Converse sneakers. Now, everybody wants to wear a pair of Converse these days. Converse are the things to have on your feet. I know when I wear my Converse and the fact that they're branded, people comment on them all the time. And so all the World Team that were at this event, please make sure that you attend convention in your branded Converse trainers, sneakers. We want to see them. Here are just a couple of photographs of some of the people that I got sent just in their sneakers, their Converse sneakers. Look how cool that looks, man. Really just incredible. Such a great gift that Neil Life gave all of us. We gave away a lot of money. And these are just 2 of the checks that we actually gave away. The first one was to Charlie and Alta Bolton. That is, I don't know if you can see that figure right there. That is just under 195,000 US dollars. I did my calculations according to today's exchange rate. That works out to be about 3.1 million rand. And then here we have a Feast Tajani, who got a check of 213,000 US dollars, and that works out to be nearly 3.5 million rand. Now, that isn't any monthly income. That's not consistency bonuses. That isn't travel incentives. That is just the Diamond Director President's Team bonus that Neil Life rewarded them with. And there were plenty of other checks that were given out at World Team Vacation. My question to you is that money is available to every one of us. Who wants to go and get it? Okay, so before I play this video, some of you will know already, but at World Team Vacation, we announced our next World Team Vacation 2023 venue, and it's something or destination. It's a place that I am incredibly excited about. I'm going to play you the video. It's a short video, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about it. Wow. I hope you are excited about that. That is just one of the most amazing venues that we're going to go and visit. And there's a little saying that near life and the network marketing industry gives the average person an above average chance of achieving success. And that is 100% true. Near life gives the average person an above average chance of achieving success in life. But we can take it a step further. Near life gives the average person to travel to above average destinations and stay in above average hotels, stay in 5-star hotels, stay in luxury resorts, spend time with above average people that want to see you achieve above average lifestyle and future. And so the real thing is, how do you qualify for World Team Vacation travel? That's a question that if you weren't at Zimbali, you should be asking yourself is, how do I qualify to go and travel to these luxury destinations? And it's very simple. Is we talk about becoming a director, okay? And I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritties. I'm just going to keep it very, very basic. If you are part of this business to build a business and to succeed in near life, you've got a future that you dream of, you've got goals that you want to achieve, or you've got a financial challenge that you might want to overcome, I'm going to be very honest with you. Director is where you need to get to. Yes, you've got to take your manager step, your senior manager step, your executive manager step, but those are just little steps that are taking you to the most important position in the near life compensation plan, which is director. And a director is doing 4,000 points per month in the business. With yourself and your organization, you're doing 4,000 points per month. Okay, and this is a little example. We actually talk about 5,000 points because at 5,000 points, you're going to earn all the other little perks and benefits that come with being a director. But minimum, a director is doing 4,000 points. And sometimes we get very complicated in how we take our director step. But let's just zoom out for a second. How do you go director? By going director, what you have to do is you have to talk to people. You have to find a way that you can meet and talk to people, whether you meet them online or you're meeting them in person, it doesn't matter. Figure that out. Find a way that you can meet and talk to people. And these people, you're going to find out if they have a need for your product or a need for your business. That's all you got to do. And based on their need, you're going to say, I have a solution to that challenge. I have a solution to that goal. Can we speak further? Or find a way to effectively invite them. And you do that enough times until you build up your customer base and you have a good customer base. So you have some good personal PV every month. And you do that enough times, you talk to enough people about your business opportunity until you have built up a team of distributors just like you who duplicate the process. It is that simple. And if you don't have a team that is doing 4,000 points, then it's very clear what you have to do. You have to roll up your sleeves and you need to go and find more people to talk to and share your product and your opportunity with more people. And you do it with the heart of love, because we want to change people's lives. We want to empower people to better health. We want to empower people to start their own financial entrepreneurial venture. Talk about your product, talk about your opportunity. If you're not yet a director, you're going to have to do those two things on a bigger scale, more often and more frequently. Okay, and so become a director. As a director, what happens? You will minimum earn an extra 8,000 Rand per year. And that's very conservative. That's just under 8,000 Rand per month, just under 100,000 Rand per year. Now, I know there are directors on this call who make closer to 150,000 Rand per month, per year, which is probably around 15,000 Rand a month. Okay, but we're going to talk conservative figures here. As a director, when you consistently qualify and you do not 4,000 points, but you do 5,000 points and you do a few extra things, you can earn an extra 1,000 to 2,500 Rand per month over and above that 8 to 10,000 Rand. Okay, so you can significantly put a little cherry on top of your income. As an Emerald director, a consistently qualifying director, you get to qualify for leadership school. And we'll be talking about this in the coming weeks because we've got leadership school coming up in a month or two. And leadership school is where we gather all of our consistently qualifying directors who are building a team and sponsoring personally and sponsoring within their team. And we invite you to a 5-star luxury destination to talk about leadership training, where we will just peel back further layers of your new life journey and equip you to move from director and step up onto our world team. And that conversation really happens at leadership school. And we always say convention is where leaders are born. Leadership school is where your business is expedited and leaders are supercharged. Okay, so that is the benefit of becoming a director. But the key benefit of being a director is that once you have figured that out and once you've achieved director status, you know how to now go and teach somebody else how to become a director. You take your most serious person, you say, this is what I did, let's go and do it together. And when you are a director with all the benefits I've just mentioned, and you have developed one other director in your business, okay, and for the other little nitty-gritty components of a Sapphire director, go and have a look at your compensation plan. But the big picture here is you're a director and you go and develop one other director, you step up onto our world team as a Sapphire director. And as a Sapphire director, you get an invitation to travel to world team vacation. That is how it's done. Now, as a Sapphire director, you don't necessarily travel for free. I know Sapphire directors who are qualified for, I think it's 8 months out of 12, probably get about 70% of their travel discount back. But if you really want to travel for free, so at Sapphire director, you get an invitation, but if you really want to travel for free, then you need to step up to one Ruby director. As a consistently qualifying one Ruby director, you can travel to these events free of charge, free flights, free accommodation, and many other perks. What does a one Ruby director look like? Remember, the key to your success is you becoming a director. That is the perk. That's why we're using little keys here, because director is key to your success. Director unlocks the compensation plan. And you go and develop 1, 2, 3 other directors, you become a Ruby director. Now, if you want to become a Ruby director, go and have a look at your compensation plan and look at the other little bits and pieces. But we know as a one Ruby director, not only do you get to travel to world team vacation for free if you are consistent, but you also get to earn between 30,000 to 50,000 Rand every single month. How's that? You know, you can become a one Ruby director in a year, 2 years, 3, you get to decide, it's your business. You get one Ruby director, you get 2 Ruby directors, you get 3 Ruby directors, and I'm just going to skip directly to a 4 Ruby director. Oh, I missed the slide. Okay, so don't worry. 4 Ruby director is another thing altogether. 4 Ruby director, I'll talk you through it, is when you have 6 of these directors in your organization. And as a 4 Ruby director, one moment. I just want to sort my slide out here because I actually do want to show you this picture. There you are. There you are. Okay. So let's get back to my screen share. Okay. As a 4 Ruby director, you're a director and you have 6 of these other keys around you, 6 other directors in your organization. Hey, you're earning yourself minimum 100,000 Rand per month plus, minimum as 4 Ruby director. You step up onto our president's team. As a president's team member, you qualify to not only go to world team vacation, but we take this 5-star experience and we step it up even luxury, even higher. And we do a diamond lifestyle event. And this morning we announced our diamond lifestyle event taking place in October, later on this year for our president's team. And we are going to the world-class, most beautiful city of Barcelona, Spain. 4 Ruby director, you get 5 Ruby director, and I'm going to skip straight to 1 diamond director. And again, it's super simple. You are a director and you have gone out over the fullness of time, whether it's 5 years or 3 years or 10 years, you get to decide. You develop 10 other directors in your organization. Okay, so there's 10 other little keys here. As a diamond director, you make significantly increased income every month. You qualify for our year-end diamond director bonuses. You saw some of the checks on screen earlier. As a new Diamond director, get this, you qualify to go and spend a week or spend time on Jerry Brasfield and Kendra Brasfield's private luxury yacht. Now, this yacht, I've spent time on this yacht. It probably is the most incredible experience I've had in my life. We were in Alaska. We went fishing. There were more crew than passengers on the yacht. It only takes about 10 or 15 passengers in luxury cabins. And just to give you an idea of the luxury of this boat, there's jet skis on top here. There's speedboats. There's a whole lot of fun things to be had on top of this boat. And they've got a little crane that put these things into the water. There's a private chef that cooks you whatever you want. Now, they rented this boat out just a couple of weeks ago. They hired it out for a week. And the cost to hire this boat out for 1 week is 120,000 US dollars. That works out to be 1.9 million Rand. So when you step up to Diamond Director, that is one of the perks and incentives that you get. You get to go and spend time on this beautiful yacht. So that is what I wanted to talk about, guys. We've had an incredible experience in Zimbali, but we're looking forward to the next experience, which is Turkey. And we're going to go there with the 200 odd distributors that we were there with this year. But we have a goal and a vision to increase our numbers, to make the circle bigger. And if you are not yet on the world team and you want to travel, my challenge to you is step up to Sapphire Director and Ruby Director over the course of the next 6 months to a year and qualify to get onto the world team and be invited to these events and travel with your near life family. So I'm going to hand over